In today's video, low carb, low fat, high protein, how the hell are you supposed to set up your macros? In today's video, I'm gonna explain it to you exactly so that you can reach your fat loss goals. Hey guys, so for today's video, I do want to keep it quick and to the point. I want to get this information in your hands, but I want to give you an idea why it matters how you set up your macronutrient ratios and why sometimes, depending on how you set up your macronutrients, protein, carbs, fats, it's going to make your fat loss look really good initially, though you might stall. So first I want to read the question that comes from right here on my Instagram direct message where I get all these questions and inspiration for these videos. So thank you guys for that. Also, there's going to be a thing here that comes up on the screen because I'm so good at editing videos that says subscribe. Click subscribe. It's really what makes my day and lets me know that you guys are invested in the work I'm putting into this and the time I'm spending away from my clients. My biggest question is finding the right macros for my weight loss cut. I'm 6'3", 220 pounds, and I'm coming off a heavy long-term bulk. This is my first time cutting, so I'm experimenting with macros and have lost 5 pounds down to 215, but now I'm stuck. My macros are 230 protein, 85 fat, 30 grams of carbs. I'm trying low carb, high protein, but I see a lot of videos saying that low fat and higher carbs and protein on all these YouTube fitness videos. So confused. Well, that's why I'm here. So let's talk about why you're confused. Well, oftentimes when you're getting information from multiple sources, which can include me, and you're not following through, that can be a problem. But I see a really big problem and a bunch of red flags with this diet. So let's talk specifically about your case, because I want to dig into this. And this is something that you guys should all do, is take this information and apply it to you. So at 230 protein, 85 fat, and 30 carbs, that is about 1,800 calories. Now you said you're about 220 pounds, maybe down to 215. That is below 10 times your body weight in calories. First things first, your calories are too low. But Paul, if my calories are too low, why am I not losing weight? Well, you're probably not losing weight because A, you can't stick to this diet because the calories are too low. B, you're probably not tracking accurately enough to actually hit these 1,800 calories, and I'll explain why that's the case in a minute. But also, when you have calories so low that it's below 10 times your body weight, well, guess what happens? You start to conserve energy, you move less. So all you've done is shifted around the equation. You're taking in less calories, but you're burning fewer. Because at the end of this fat loss goal, that's what drives change, okay? It's the fact that we are taking in fewer calories and moving more. So I'm gonna give you some very specific numbers to follow, then I'm gonna explain why. So if we keep your calories at 1,800, which may just be fine, I would actually set your macros at 200 protein, 40 fat, and 160 carbs. And I would also, once a week, have you do a high carb refeed day where we keep protein and fat the same, add 100 grams of carbs. That's 400 extra calories, so you would be getting 2,200 calories on that given day. So you would have to use some carb sources that are, pretty low in fat. White potatoes are like one of my favorite go-tos, white rice as well, just because they're super easy to digest and they're basically all carbohydrates. So the question that I get all the time is around carbohydrates and fat loss, because there seems to be this misconception that to lose body fat, you have to be completely depleted of carbohydrates. That is not true. Your body can store fat in the absence of insulin. That's right, when you take in nutritional fat, dietary fat in your diet, you store that as body fat very easily. It's actually quite difficult for the body to break down protein and carbs and store it as body fat. There's these big misconceptions going around and all these people talking about how you have to manage your insulin to lose body fat. That is utter nonsense. If that was the case, why do I get shredded as a natural bodybuilder eating between 200 and 500 grams of carbohydrates every single day? I use them for performance. Does this mean everyone should be eating as many carbohydrates as me? No, but it also means you shouldn't be demonizing them. Carbohydrates are an energy source, and at the end of the day, if you're able to create a deficit by taking in energy and using it, man, that is such a better way to live. How the hell can you survive on 35 grams of carbohydrates every single day in a normal world, okay? You have to completely remove yourself from most social situations or just avoid entire foods altogether. And I don't think that's successful. What I'd much rather you be doing, I'd probably have you bumping up your calories to the refeed day that I set so that you're actually doing that every day and move a little more. Go for some walks. Watch some of my videos on how I get shredded using walking. Why do I use walking? It's right there, my treadmill at the Pro Physique studio. Why do I do that? Because it's easy. It's easy for me. I want to make fat loss easy for you guys, okay? It's not easy to eat 35 grams of carbohydrates in a single day. It's also not very easy to have 230 grams of protein and keep your carbohydrates low, right? You gotta have these enormous protein meals. Your digestion probably sucks, right? So what you really need to do is focus on balance and finding what works for you. What makes a fat loss diet successful? Anybody? That's right. If you can stick to it. There's really no magic diet out there, guys. All the diets work on the same principles, okay? And if you don't really know where to start with your calories, I have a free calorie calculator. I'll link it below, and I'm working on a macro calculator for you guys. My digital guy hates me right now, but I'm coming out with a free digital version of the calorie calculator that's gonna help you guys calculate your macros. The whole point here being is that I'm giving you guys tools and resources to do these things on your own. So my friend, I would switch your macronutrients around a little bit, right? Fats down, protein down, carbs up a little bit, and then we're gonna focus. The goal is moving more, having some energy throughout the day. If you don't wanna work out, don't work out. Go for a walk, go for a bike ride, go surfing, skydiving. That's probably not a good way to burn calories, but I don't know, maybe it'll scare you. That's it, guys. Get to work, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.